Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are safe and sound at home. Because of the lockdown due to outbreak of coronavirus, the classes cannot be conducted in school. But to carry forward the syllabus smoothly, I am going to provide you with some video clips which will help you understand the chapters during this lockdown period. Notes on NCERT and exercise questions will also be provided along with the video clips. Today I am going to explain the chapter motion. Okay. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to time. Now, change in position means moving from one place to another. That means a person, if he is at A, if he moves to B, then his position is changed. When the change in position takes place, we see that a change in time also takes place. So whenever we are going to explain motion, we have to see both the change in position and the change in time also. Now, motion can take place in a straight line, a curved line, or in a circular path also. Whenever motion takes place in a straight line, we call it rectilinear motion. Motion in a straight line is called rectilinear motion. That means if a person is moving from A to B through this straight line, then we will call it rectilinear motion. Now, let me define and distinguish between distance and displacement. First of all, let us see the diagram here. Here it is shown that a person is moving from point A to B through two different paths. One is a curved line and another is a straight line. From the figure, it is clear that the length of the curved line is much longer as compared to that of the straight line. Now, let us move on to the definition. Distance. The length of the path traveled is called distance. So here we can see that if we calculate the length of the curved line, we are going to get the distance traveled by the person in order to travel from A to B. When it comes to displacement, we can say the shortest path between 2 points or the straight line distance between 2 points. Here we can see the straight line between A and B is much smaller in length as compared to that of the curved line. So the shortest distance between A and B represents displacement. The relation between distance and displacement is seen here. Distance is always greater than displacement, as we can see it from the diagram here. We can also notice that equal sign is also included in this relation. Equal sign is included in this relation since distance and displacement will be equal to each other if the body is moving in a straight line. Since both distance and displacement are length, both of their units is meter. Now I am going to define the terms uniform motion and non-uniform motion. A body is said to be in uniform motion if it travels equal distances in equal intervals of time. Let us discuss this situation with the help of an example. Here we can see a person is moving from point A to point B. The distance between point A to point B is 15 kilometers. Let us divide this 15 kilometers into 3 parts of 5 kilometers each. From the diagram, we see that each of these 5 kilometers is traveled in a time of 1 hour. So here we can say that the person is traveling equal distances in equal intervals of time. This type of motion is said to be uniform motion. Now, non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion can be defined in two ways. A body is said to be in non-uniform motion if it travels unequal distances in equal intervals of time or equal distances in unequal intervals of time. That means either of the two quantities, that is distance or time, has to be unequal in case of non-uniform motion. Let us see the definition. Examples. See, here the distance between A and B is divided into 3 parts of 5 kilometers each, and the person covers the first 5 kilometers in 1 hour, the second one in 2 hours, and the third one in 1.5 hours. Here distances are same, but the time required is different or unequal, I can say. In the second example, we can see the traveling time between A and B is divided into 3 parts of 1 hour each, but the person has covered 3 kilometers in the first hour, 5 kilometers in the second hour, and 4 kilometers in the third hour. That means the person has covered unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So, we have come to the end of today's discussion. Today, we have learned about motion, rectilinear motion, distance and displacement, and their relationships. We have also learned about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Hope to meet you next week with the explanation of some more topics from this chapter. Thank you.